Now y'all know what it is. The real two tet all praise to God for everything. I mean, every single thing. Look, hopefully y'all brush y'all teeth when y'all woke up this morning. Y'all talked to God. Y'all did a little exercise. You got yourself groomed. You might have ate a little breakfast. Whatever you decided to do this morning, make sure whatever you did this morning, it was productive before you jumped on the camera. You know what I'm saying? I had that water, but I crushed them. I crushed them. You know what I'm saying? I love that water. I drink about, I ain't lying to you, I probably drink about 10 to 15 bottles of water every single day. So we just get it in, man. But look, these are the things I learned from college, man. What I learned from college, number one, you don't have to have a degree in order to become successful. All the greats in the world, they even went to school. They got majority of them went to school, but they dropped out. A lot of them dropped out. We can go down the list. You got Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, etc., etc. So I want to encourage you all to understand if you have a skill or a trade, you don't have to go to school, but you have to know what you truly want to do. Because if not, you might go to school and just waste your years in school. Then when you get out of school, it was like a blur. Like you might have a job, you might don't have a job, you might don't have a job in your field, your career, whatever. So I want to encourage you all to understand, like going to school, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know what you want to do when you step foot on that college campus. Make sure you have a degree. Make sure you're going to school for a degree that's going to pay you some money. If you don't have parents, if you don't have a job, or anything like that that can help you get through school, grants, scholarships, anything. Because I don't want y'all to end up in debt, y'all. I know how I feel about debt. I'm like Dave Ramsey when it comes to that debt. If you got the money for anything, pay it off. Because the thing is, a lot of people want things fast in life, but anything fast don't last. All this instant gratification stuff just to blow the money. So once you get a whole lot of things at one time, you blow it out, especially when you're not being mentored. You don't have the proper guidance with the things. So you have to understand it takes time to be great. It takes time to build wealth. It takes time to become successful. It takes time. And so the thing is about school. School is basically a safety net. It's like a fall back plan if you don't know what you want to do with your life. So I encourage you all before you step foot on that college campus, know what you want to do. Also, college taught me how to be on time, like just how to be prompt, making sure I go to class every day because they say 80% of success is just showing up, going to class every day, getting to know people, make sure, form study groups. If you need help, don't be afraid to go to a professor. Don't just sit in the back of the class and when the test comes, you want to cheat. You know what I'm saying? You want to cheat. You want to, make friends the day of the test, the day of the, assignment, the day of, whatever. So when it comes down to, going to class on time, making sure you showing up, man, making sure you do what you got to do every single day. And when you get on that college campus as well, your freshman year, make sure you start off hot, from the freshman year all the way to senior year, because I told you that senioritis is a fool. And, you get on college campus, your first year, freshman, you're away from your parents. So you're out there having a ball, having the time of your life. But the thing is, you can't get caught up in that because when you get caught up in that, you might fall behind, because you don't have nobody watching you. So make sure you keep your grades on point at all times because to be honest, college is not hard. It's just tedious, a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And make sure, like, another thing about going to class on time, you have to make sure you go to class every day because the thing is, some people, you might ask people for notes, they might not take the notes that you need, you know what I'm saying? So, make sure you taking copious notes. Copious mean a lot of notes and whatever. And also you might, time management. You might have kids, you may be working a job, the whole 9 yards, and it might be super hard for you, but you have to manage your time. You have to know I have to, get this assignment done by this. I have to be to bed by this time. I have to wake up by this time. I have to do this by this time and to stay on a routine, because it's all about sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And college taught me how to just be a people's person, more like move, talk to people, form study groups, get to know people, all type of stuff. Don't be afraid to stand in front of the class and speak, work on yourself, making sure you clean, making sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you keep everything on point, man. Because me, I used to commute to college every single year. I commuted to college. I never stayed on a college campus. I don't have that experience, but I did have a couple friends that stayed on the college campus, been to their dorms, looked at that. That wasn't my forte. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't want to do that because the dorm's so small and I need space and you're in a room with other people. So I'm like, me, I wasn't with that. But, peace and bless to people that were doing that for their experience. And so just encourage you all to just always be on time. That's the major key. Being on time, doing your assignments on time. Don't make excuses because I had a lot of people in the university, making excuses to the professor, crying to the professor because they couldn't turn their assignments in on time. They blame all my kids, this, then the third. I was working all night. They don't care about that, man. They don't care about that because this is college. You know, you're an adult here. You know, you can't have that same attitude from high school. You know, when you're going to college, it's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from college, man, you have to make sure that everything you're doing, man, is for a reason. You're going to get that degree for a reason. You're going to get that, you're going to get that, get that degree so you can get that job, work in your career, all these other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, going to school. Sometimes they tell you a lot, like you're going to take over the world. You're going to do this when you get out of school. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. Some people it's true, but for most people it's not. And we see the stuff that's going on right now. We see the world we're living in right now. It's not that type of world. It's like a tech world. Everything is online. Everything is becoming digital. That's why you have crypto millionaires, people that invest in the stock, all type of stuff, man. Because, like, school for young men is becoming different. It's a different ball game when it comes to, school. So, like I say, man, when it comes down to just, being successful, everything relies on you. Everything starts with you. It starts with you first. So you have to make sure every single day you out here working. Every single day you out here grinding. You got your feet on the pavement. You doing everything you can do. Because like I say, college is for networking. You have to make sure you network, because the thing is, you don't know who you're going to be. Like a lot of people say, oh man, I ain't going to school with these broke college students, this, that, we all broke. Yeah, you might be broke in college, but 10, 15 years from now, you don't know what you're going to be. So always have that in your mind. Like, just stay determined and just stay focused. And I promise you, everything's going to be good. So these are the things I learned from college, man. Just learning how to just be yourself, be yourself in any setting, not even in college, be yourself in any setting. You be yourself, it's going to take you extremely far in life, and just making sure you pray. Because I ain't gonna lie, them college days, I was praying like, I don't know what. And I was also putting that work in, because they say faith without works is dead. So you got to put that work in. You got to make sure every single day you out here grinding, you out here working. So, you want to have kids, you want to work a job, you want to do that, and you still want to go to school, you got to do what you got to do. It's all about sacrifice. Nobody care about that crown. And these professors don't care. They'll give you F. Like there's a big fat F on the paper. I seen it done. So at the end of the day, make sure you're on time, making sure you're managing your time, making sure you're going to class every single day, making sure you got your nice group of people, a nice group of friends that y'all can hold each other accountable. When you don't know something, you could rely on them, and vice versa. And y'all just making sure y'all, just getting each other through school, because you're gonna need people like that. Don't come together just for group assignments. Don't just come together when you want to study for a test. The next thing you know, I see you around campus, you ain't even speaking. I've seen it done multiple times. It happened to me a couple times. And so at the end of the day, just make sure you got people numbers. Y'all stand, communication. Because the thing about college, a lot of people say, oh man, when we get out of school, we're going to talk. I'm going to be honest with you. I've graduated college. I only talked to one person, my brother G. Wills. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, make sure you forming real circles, real friendships. Like I said, don't come together just for a test and assignment. Don't, oh, you're my school friend. Nah, we adults. This is college. This ain't high school. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to college, man, make sure you got that friends that y'all really just got a real circle. You know what I'm saying? And so that's it. This is what I learned from college, though, man. A real two-tap, man. Y'all continue to tune in. We're going to keep dropping bangers out the bangers out the bangers and classes. And you know me, man. I get y'all the real information, raw information, because I want y'all to understand. If I could do it, y'all could do it. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm one of the real ones. I'm one of the sharpest. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be honest with you, man. At the end of the day, I'm going to just tell y'all like this, man. Just understand, school, whatever you want to do with your life, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. So I want y'all to understand, like, listen, when it comes to school, when it comes to success, when it comes to your life, it's all a mindset. You can do it, y'all. The real. If I could do it, y'all can do it. The real.